All right, here's everything you need to know about the latest installment of Inazuma 11, the popular character collection and football simulation RPG from Level 5. The new game will be called Inazuma 11 Victory Road. This game is slated to release on the 21st of August 2025. This new installment of the series will be comprised of four main game elements: Story Mode, Chronicle Mode, Competition Mode, and Bond Station. Now, starting with Story Mode, the story mainly follows two characters: Destin Billows, also known as Unmei Sasanami in Japanese, and Harper Evans, also known as Endo Haru in Japanese. Now, Destin Billows is a brand new character who initially yearns for a world without football due to his inability to play the game he once used to love. On the other hand, Harper Evans is a football prodigy who reigns supreme over middle school football in Japan. He also happens to be the son of Endo Mamoru or Mark Evans, the main protagonist in the original Inazuma 11 series. After a fateful encounter between the two characters, and thanks to the friends Destin makes at his new high school, South Cirrus Junior High, Destin regains his passion for football, and with the help of his friends, he aims to resurrect his high school's neglected football club and rise through the ranks of Japan's best high school football teams in order to beat the team that reigns at the very top, the new generation of Ryman Junior High and their ace striker, Harper Evans. Now, story mode consists of six characters that make up the base team for South Cirrus Junior High, not including Destin, and these six characters are Briar Bloomhurst, Cedric Freud, Rika Shinohara, Alex LaFontaine, Thierry Reyes, and Cade Shelby. Now, there are an additional cast of 10 characters, of which players can choose 5 to join the base cast of South Cirrus Junior High's football team. This will lead to slightly different story experiences for players based on their character preferences. Now, the second mode of the four main game modes is Chronicle Mode. Now, slightly similar to previous games in the series, this mode allows players to journey through the complete history of the Inazuma 11 series from beginning to end, and play against characters and teams from all previous installments of the games, movies, and anime. In a brand new twist, this journey through the series will be accompanied by a new story where players are tasked with assembling the strongest football team in the series' history by selecting the best players across the 150 teams throughout the series, all in order to beat a high-dimensional threat that could bring about the end of humanity, known as the Mind Eater. Now, players will team up with a series' favourite character, Clark von Wonderbear, and his aide, Victorio Cryptix, who is a new character in the series. As mentioned, there are over 150 teams to beat, with each having a range of difficulty levels they can be challenged at in order to drop various rewards and items. And across these 150 teams, there are over 5,200 characters that can be obtained and used by players. The third mode of the four main game modes is Competition Mode. In this mode, players can choose between a manual mode where they directly control the individual actions of characters and all aspects of matches, or Commander Mode, whereby players act more like a manager with a more hands-off approach to gameplay. In Commander Mode, players will mainly control the overall tactics and strategy of their characters and watch how their commands play out. For fans of the series, all the gimmicks from the previous installments of the series are back. So this includes fighting spirits, which are quite similar to stands from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Armify, which is the fighting spirits transformed into wearable armor, Miximax, which is Inazuma Eleven's version of fusion, and Totem, which is manifestations of the soul, which are quite similar to fighting spirits, except they're often portrayed as animals in this series. Now, along with those four fan favorite gimmicks, there are also two new ones: Bond Transform, which seems to enable characters to transform into one another, and Awakening, which is reminiscent of a Super Saiyan in terms of power up. Now, each character has access to individual skill trees, passives, rarities, equips, and as well boosts via bonds between associated characters in the series, all of which give players significant boosts during matches. There is also the ability to play online and even cross-platform against other players. This can be 1v1 with each player's team of 11 versus the others, or 2v2 with two players sharing a team of 11 versus another two players with their own team of 11. And for the competitive players out there are also tournaments and a ranked ladder with seasonal tournaments and seasonal characters on a 3-month rotation. Now, the final mode of the 4 main game modes is Bond Station. In this mode, players are able to create their own characters with a lot of customization options in order to be able to either play with their avatar in game or copy fan favorite characters which they can then use in the other 3 modes. Players can also collect Bond items as drops from winning matches in order to build an entire town specific to their liking. These Bond items are recognizable houses, buildings, and structures from across the series, as well as common items you'd expect to see in a traditional anime-style town. Players are also able to invite friends to view and interact with their Bond towns and challenge them to multiplayer battles via this mode. Now, Inazuma 11 Victory Road will be releasing on all major platforms, so PlayStation 5 and 4, Xbox Series X and S, Steam, and Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. And there will be bonus improvements to the resolution, frame rate, mouse support, and the game chat feature new to the Switch 2. Bear in mind, online gameplay requires paid subscription to Nintendo Switch Online, PlayStation Plus, or Xbox Game Pass, depending on the platform. Crossplay requires a separate game purchase for each platform, and an Epic Games account is required for cross-save functionality. Now, this game will be releasing worldwide in the following supported languages: English, Japanese, traditional and simplified Chinese, French, Italian, German, Spanish, and Brazilian Portuguese. The price of the game will be $69.99 US for the standard edition, and for the deluxe edition, $79.99 USD. Bear in mind, Inazuma 11 Victory Road will only be available for digital download. There will be no physical copies available. Within the standard version of the game is just the base game. Players who own the Nintendo Switch version can purchase an upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition. If you purchase the PlayStation 4 digital version of this title on the PlayStation Store, you can download the PlayStation 5 version at no additional cost. And if you purchase the PlayStation 5 digital version of this title on the PlayStation Store, you can download the PlayStation 4 version also at no additional cost. There will be a DLC edition upgrade to the base game, and this costs $13.99 USD. Within this DLC, there is a character you can unlock, Faerun, 2 Bond objects, one being the football club room and the Rai Rai noodle shop. There is a promise pendant, which is an equip for increased experience gain, and a celebration exclusive to the DLC, Victory Jump. Now, in the deluxe version, this differs from the standard, as it's $79.99, includes all the perks from the DLC and the base game, obviously. But for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, as well as Steam, there will be advanced access to this game on the 18th of August 2025. So that will be 3 days before the official worldwide release of the game. Things to bear in mind with the DLC. is that the bonuses may become available for purchase or distribution at a later date, and Nintendo Switch Online, PlayStation Plus, or Xbox Game Pass paid subscriptions are not required to claim the additional DLC content. Now, players who purchase the digital version during the pre-order period can claim this pack when starting a new game. Pre-orders for the PlayStation 5, 4, Xbox Series X, S, and Steam versions begin from April the 11th, 2025. The digital pre-order start date for the Nintendo Switch will be announced at a later date. As long as you pre-order the digital version before the 21st of August 2025, you will receive the bonus content. The platform you purchase Inazuma 11 Victory Road on determines which rare characters will have increased appearance and drop rates in Chronicle and Competition mode. If you use cross-save, the bonus effects from both platforms will apply. This bonus only increases the appearance rate. All characters can be obtained on all platforms. For the players who originally played the beta test demo, they will also gain special bonuses based on their progress within the demo. These bonuses will include an item for improved experience game, 3 different Bond Town items, and unlocking the manager character, Ray Dark. Once again, please bear in mind, bonuses may become available for purchase or distribution at a later date. To receive these bonuses, save data from the beta test demo must be stored on the platform. Save data transferred via cross-save is not eligible for beta test bonuses. If you delete the saved data from the beta test demo before claiming your bonus, you will no longer receive it. And to claim each bonus, you must meet the necessary conditions. Well, that is absolutely everything from the newest installment of the Inazuma 11 series from Level 5. Let me know in the comments down below if this video has piqued your interest. Let me know your thoughts. Will you be buying the game on release? And if so, on what platform? Remember, if you did enjoy the video, please remember to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I will be making more content on Inazuma 11, as well as other games coming to the Switch and Switch 2. It's been your boy Weenix. Deuces.